What's up, good people? I'm waiting on my co-host. We're doing a little bit different today for all the people that's rocking with us today. We're waiting on my co-host to get in. We had a little bit of a change of plan. Little, I wouldn't call it technical difficulty. We had a little change of plan, and she's logging in right now. We're doing it remote for the first time. Um, Mitchell and Mitchell podcast. Mitchell and Mitchell Sip and Spill is doing it remote on for our live first time. Uh, How everybody doing today? Hope everybody is blessed and highly flavored, if you will. Yes, God. Yes, God. My. So I'm gonna put my headphones on today so I can hear properly. All right, we're just doing little technical difficulties, if you will. Okay, just waiting, y'all. Rock with us for a little bit. Whoever is rocking with us, I'm gonna go ahead and change the ambiance on this piece real quick. Okay, cool. There we goes. There we goes. I'll be black. 1 second. I'm gonna mute this.
All right, it's that bullshit, but I'm here.
We is on here.
We is on here. I need to send a link. I need to send a link because the subject that I want to, one of the subjects I want to talk about, somebody sent a gentleman that happened to him. He at work right now, but he's gonna jump in and out when he can see that we're on.
Okay.
Because it's his stuff. They wanted me to go live on the on their little site, but I couldn't go live without their administrator agreeing to it. So
So I think it's like we may have to go to Facebook. It's on Facebook or YouTube.
huh?
On their site on Facebook. I'm responding to what you're telling me. Is it Facebook or
Oh,
YouTube?
oh, something like that. Oh, it's Facebook. Facebook.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to let me see because I was just on there
Damn, I'm
earlier.
looking back. I'm glad ain't nobody on here because I'm up here fixing my clothes and shit.
Well, it's recording, so eventually somebody will be on there.
No, they not gonna see this. You gonna edit this off.
I can't. It's going right in. It's going right in. Let me see.
We be on some bullshit. Why do I co-host with this ninja? Why?
What is this? What's on?
Yeah, we on some bullshit. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be some disbobulation.
What's this? 706.
So what's the okay? I don't know the link. Edwin told us last time. It's the same one, shouldn't it? Yeah, just go on Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill, then you'll see it, right? That's all they got to do, right? Y'all Ed all in
That's
his
what
phone. I'm sitting up
no.
here eating,
I'm
and
trying
I'm
to find the
sipping and
link.
spilling.
I'm trying to find the link. I'm on the phone trying to find the link to Mitchell&Mitchell so I can send it to you. So I
I
thought I
think it's
could
the
do,
one your son sent.
but I only. But it was on the one of the
It was on
videos.
that particular one. Oh,
It was on that video. So that's what I'm trying to do now. So hold on a second.
yeah, just go on Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill, then you'll see.
Oh,
on that video. So
yeah,
that's
here
what
we
I'm
go.
trying to do now. So
Yep, that's us, guys. Some. It's like a at sip and hold on a second. They just got an at sip and spill on Facebook. That's what they telling me here. I don't really
Right.
know.
But he did
Okay.
send us a
Oh,
little
oh,
linky
okay,
link.
okay.
Well,
Damn. Really? Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Okay. Yeah.
I was like, y'all didn't advertise. So I was saying, y'all ain't going live today.
Oh, copy page link. Here we go. All right, I'm sending it to your phone now.
All right.
Or do you want to do it on Messenger? I'll send to both your phone and Messenger, and then that way you'll have them on both. You feel me? So either way will work. All right. So we had a little technical difficulties, guys. We're 25 minutes in, which is um
He ain't even have to bring that out.
I like the way they look too. Personal blog. It says personal blog. I got that set up. My setting says personal blog. It probably shouldn't say personal blog, but I think that was the best option they had in order to describe the page.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I had a question though. I was thinking, what do you think about? I really think the conversation we had. I want to say it was last night. I want to say it was last night because today we did a couple of things. The last night was about we did a part one and part two. I
Right.
really wanted to do for our live. I really wanted to see what you thought about going and kind of revisiting that because that really, it was funny because I didn't think when you first brought it up, I didn't really, I couldn't gauge how deep that rabbit hole would have went with that
Uh-huh.
because we was talking about, and I'm just if you don't remember, if I can refresh your memory, we were talking about the guy was saying that his wife wasn't, the bedroom thing wasn't all that great working out for him. And then he said something to her, and then there was no changes. I mean, you went through this whole thing about what it could have been. Like, it was so funny because I was talking to Angie earlier today about an hour ago, and she was like, she said the same thing you said. Maybe he wasn't doing it a great job, or whatever, you know. And then we went to all these other variables about maybe, stuff that he did, that made her like not want to feel with him. Or so yeah, I think that's a I want to broach that subject today, if you don't mind, outside of whatever this new content want to be. But I want to hear what that's about. So what is you feel like gracing us with that
So
subject or that
listen,
question?
y'all, I guess we haven't, y'all heard Ed say we had technical difficulties, but we on here now. I be forgetting that when we live that we still gonna put it out, so y'all gonna get to see it. So
Right.
with that stated, um, we just doing what we normally do. Unfortunately, y'all see the difference is this time Ed and I was not through due to technical difficulties for real, for real. We wasn't able to actually be side by side this time, but we
Right.
still wanted to be live, and hopefully we can make the brothers convention, as I've been calling it all week. Saturday would be live. We got a real nice show coming up where brothers talking about things they went through their fathers, along with being a father. And
Saturday should be dope. I'm really looking forward to that. And I want to go to that. I'm thinking about that. I won't let you if I think about that spot you was talking about. But go ahead. I
so I
looked
want
at
to,
it again.
so I want to tell y'all, for all the brothers that's been sending me love, saying that they really love the fact that I always shout y'all out or whatever. I just want to say this is when I want you to show up for me. Okay, show up for your girl. Um, and for my brother that sent the message that said, I said I was gonna call you out. That said, I just want to say you love black sisters and they beautiful, and you just making somebody feel a certain kind of way.
Mm.
From being a person, a woman, of being a black woman, and have experienced different health issues. Um, I just want to say, bow down to you, brother. I really appreciate what you did today, and every day and any day I can lift my king, I'm gonna do that. Hey, we got somebody actually just gave us a comment. We can see that. Do you see that? Welcome, whoever you are, Nora.
Norma time
But
today.
anyway, welcome. So with that said, I just wanted to give Ed, I wanted to give the brothers a shout out that's been sending me. I know we trying to get everybody. I'm trying to get my thing to stay up. We trying to get everybody to, leave the comments, because some things are being DM'd to me and some things are being said to Ed. But we do have Mitchell and Mitchell where y'all can email us, Mitchell and Mitchell 22@gmail.com. I want to see across the board. I'm quite sure Ed feel the same way. So we can give shout outs to you guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it can be a joint effort, not just one person. So with that said, so if you didn't see our show last night, we put out a segment. It was about a guy from one of the groups that I'm in sent me a message that he wanted to talk about. And it was very sensitive, you know, for him. And with that stated, um, it was awesome that we talked about it. And Ed just kind of want to elaborate on that more. So we're going to say this part 3, if you will.
Right.
But I want to read the question so you guys can have an idea what we're talking about. And
Right.
then we're going to go into another question that was sent to me. Well, not sent to me, but a gentleman, his name is Chili. I know if you on, you can keep coming in and out, Chili. I'm gonna bring you up and we're gonna talk about it. And plus, this you will be able to see it. I'm about to send you the link right now. But we're gonna talk about something that happened to him. This week, I mentioned to Ed that I wanted to do just a brothers week, and that is, for all brothers to talk about whatever they want to talk about, how they want to talk about it, whatever. And that's what we're doing today. And we're gonna be doing it for the rest of this week, and then we capping it off this Saturday. So I just wanted to say that's what we're doing, guys. Sometimes you get on, jump on live. We don't know when y'all gonna get on, when y'all gonna see this. So we just trying to bring you up to speed. Right now, ain't nobody on here, but we just, letting y'all know. But you will be seeing this shortly. So let me the question. You need that question in. Then you will be
Well,
able. Or you
it
can
was
go ahead
something.
and do it the way you want to.
Yeah, well, I'm paraphrasing, but it was like, it was a whole long question, but I want to do the last part of it, which is why we kind of went long into it. But the last part of it was like he had the guy was asking, he was basically saying that he had sexual, his wife
I
wasn't
want
giving
to
him
say it
sexual.
so you know how people. Let me get it, but keep in mind that this is a subject that happens to him.
Are you there? I lost you. I can't hear you. Kind of broke up. You like pause and I don't know what's going on. You still there? Well, anyway, for whoever comes in, this video's gonna go live. This is like I say, this is what happens, I guess, when you start in a show. We had some technical difficulties, and we couldn't get together today. Um, and so we couldn't get together today. And normally, we have great Wi-Fi and all of that. And now, because we're not together today, we had some technical difficulties with that, and on whatever's going on with her feeds over there. So her login and that type of thing is being a little, her access is being a little limited. I don't know. She's trying to figure that out now. And normally, if we're together, we kind of work on the same feed, and we can get that two of us working together. Normally, works it out pretty okay. But the question was basically, it was saying that um, the guy was asking a question. He said, like, my wife or my woman wasn't satisfying him sexually, or the sex was kind of whack, or it was kind of haphazard, or whatever it was. It wasn't great. So he said he addressed her, and he addressed her, talked to her about it, and nothing changed. And so Kim and I earlier today, or yesterday, last night, we posted a video. It's kind of a late night type of I believe, discussion. Like tonight, we kind of do more in depth, more adult content conversation throughout the evenings. And so yesterday we put it out there, and we dived right into it. And her and I both agree that it is imperative to have a very open dialogue, a way to be able to talk and tell her how she feels, but also how he feels, but also she should be able to tell him how she feels. And sometimes, it ain't just, you're not doing, I'm a man, I'm a woman, and I don't like how you do XYZ in the bedroom. It could be reasons why they might not do it. And so we were getting into the fact that maybe it was some things that she didn't like that he was doing. Given things that she wasn't satisfied, like she think he wasn't doing it good enough. I don't know. Maybe she was, disgusted by him. Maybe she thought he was gross. Maybe she thought he was disgusting. I don't know. Maybe she thought that he wasn't, again, maybe he wasn't freaking good enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he got to gain some weight, had an odor, anything like that. So, hey, to the new whoever just subscribed in, waiting my partner to get back on. But we were talking about from last night. We had a question where the guy asked us, like, what do you do when your wife or your significant other isn't sexually satisfying you, or they aren't up to snuff? They're not pleasing them, or the sex is whack. Put it that way. And so he said he had a conversation with the wife or this woman, and from there, she didn't, nothing changed. Everything stayed the same, and he was trying to figure out what the hell. And so again, we were talking about maybe it was these other factors. I think it's important to have a line of communication where you can be straight up truthful and honest. You can't be feeling like you can't say shit to a person, because if you feel like you can't talk to the motherfucker, if you feel like you can't say nothing to him, you can't be real without repercussions of getting busted across the dome, then you don't really have an honest relationship, in my opinion. You don't have an honest communication line. And so I'm a proponent for that. It's very difficult to do. It's not easy. Like, you can't just saying that we're gonna be talking about everything from the root to the fruit, or we're gonna talk about everything from A to Z and feel like some feelings won't be involved. That's not necessarily true. people be feeling like, that shit hurt. But you gotta have that line of communication open. And that shit sounds really cliche. Like lines of communication gotta be to communicate, but it's one thing to make that person feel confident and comfortable enough to actually be honest with you, to tell you the truth. I feel this way. I feel that this is whack. I feel that you do this wrong, or I feel you hurt my feelings in this regard, or that, this, that, and the third. And that happens. And you have to be able to sit there and take that shit. So if your partner tell you like, hey, your sex is booty as hell, or you don't smell good, or I'm mad at you because you've gained weight or lost weight, or I'm mad at you because you hurt my feelings. I'm in a constant state of irritation by looking at you. Like you repulse me. Your very fucking presence repulses me, and so I don't want to fuck you. I don't want to have sex with you. But they can't tell you that, and then so you never know what the fuck going on. So that was part of the conversation, and Kim and I had went down a few different levels with that, and we're talking about that. Oh, here she is. She's coming back on now. It's all good.
You know what I'm saying to myself.
It's all good. We had somebody come in and they went out for a second, but I kind of just went over what we were talking about last night and went in my little spiel of it and what my perception of it, as far as what I think could be the problems when a person doesn't talk about, what's making them, why they're not interested, or why they're not moving forward, or being better in bed with their partner, and why they may not have talked about it. And so I was just talking about how making sure that person, you and that person, your partner, have that platform to be able to talk openly and candidly, even though that shit is difficult to talk about or maybe uncomfortable to have. And I think it's important for both the male and the female, the man and the woman, or whoever is in part, male, male, female, female, whatever the binary is, to make sure that they have a open communication where they can say shit without feeling like they're gonna get fucked up. Because people feel like, if I say how I feel to you, you might try to beat my ass. You might try, you might come for me, or you may do some super ridiculously passive aggressive type shit. You know what I'm saying? Where stuff is just ridiculous. So I don't know. That was my take on it. I don't know if you want to chime in or say what you want to say about that if you want to on that part of it, or if you want to go to the next subject. With the other gentleman, talk about
And you
them.
do realize that I ain't heard a damn thing you said.
You can't hear me.
No. When you was talking, I wasn't on here, so I don't know what you said. Remember, you the one brought it up that you wanted to revisit it, so I don't know where.
Can you hear me? That's what I'm asking right now. You can hear me
Yes.
though. I was just saying. All I was talking about is the conversation we had last night about the guy said he talked to his woman about sex being whack, and it never changed.
Okay, but you said you wanted to harp in on that and you wanted to give more content to that, or you want to talk more about that? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to catch up.
Oh yeah. So I was just saying while you were gone, I was talking about what we said. I did a recap about what may have happened. It could have been a few things as to why she didn't respond or she didn't change the sex vibe up. It could have
All
been the
right,
fact
so
she was
you
mad at him.
okay. All right.
It could have been that she thought he was whack. Could have been that he smelled bad. He gained weight, lost weight. Could have been, what I'm saying?
So what you're
He's
doing is reiterating
hmm
reiterating what we talked about last time, but I thought you said the reason why you wanted to talk about it again today for a reason. You said the way we went and talked about it, perhaps you talked to your wife and now you feel like you want to talk more about it. That's why I was thinking you was going to add more content to that.
Yeah, I was just saying probably a different audiences. We had a live audience to talk about it more.
Um,
Because some people see it, some people don't. And
okay,
I think honestly, I think that's a very
a good
I don't
subject.
know if that's a yeah, it gets kind of
It's a
crazy
damn good
because
subject. That's why he sent it to me because he said that he is struggling. So from what y'all did hear and didn't hear live, basically the part of the question that this is a man's question asking me as a woman, and of course I'm sharing this with my co-host that he wants to know, when his woman or his wife, he put it just like that, and it's just not him. It's actually three guys. But
mm,
regardless, I don't even got to know all that. I'm acting like my co-host, not giving all that. But anyway, the thing of it is that a man want to know when his wife or his lady has lost her sex drive, and basically, he want to know after even talk to her and say, it's a problem for me. Like, what's up with you? But nothing changes. Her behavior still is the same.
mm,
So basically, in that area, I piggyback on top of that and say the sex drive changed, within their relationship. Her sex drive changed towards him. And Ed and I was just saying on the show prior to this on yesterday that we filmed, for those that did not see it, was basically a lot of reasons as to why. And it could be a lot of them, but the point of it is what stuck to me, Ed, about what he said to that was, what do you do now after I've already said? So what if he already discussed all the variables that we talked about, but yet she still have not changed? So I even went biblical last night, guys, and I was stating that, hey, if you're married, it's different. Your body is not of your own. Some women and some men don't feel that way. I even share my own experience. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, is you can't make somebody want to touch somebody or want somebody to, be with you in that type of way, especially if you've hurt them. And for women, we are more mental than we are physical, and men are more physical. That's why he's struggling. So maybe perhaps his sorry didn't do, or maybe he ain't did a damn thing. And quite frankly, Ed, that's what I'm getting. He hasn't done nothing. So he's
Like
not
he hadn't done anything to cause it, or he hadn't done
that
anything
he
to
know
result.
of. But I can tell you right now, a woman mindset leaves the man completely before he ever touch her body. We mentally make a decision that we simply not sleeping with you, touching you no more. Now it ain't always gotta be, because I want to, dismantle the myth a little bit that it's always gotta be somebody else. It don't. It don't always gotta be somebody else. It could simply just be your ass. I just don't want to be with you for all the pain and everything that you have put me through, or I am no longer attracted to you in that way, which is one of the most hardest things to accept, especially if it's your wife that you sleep with every night. If you're single, or even if you're in a relationship and you and that person is living together and doing your little thing, that's also an issue. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But he asking what he do after he done did all he can do. See, a lot of men would say, well, hell, that's why I'm going to go cheat. That's why I'm going to go and I'm going to go give me somebody, and then even got women saying, well, you better do it, because if you don't, hell, another man will, another woman will, and all that. At the end of the day, he has to make a conscious decision what he gonna do. We said that too, Ed. We said, if that's your woman, you want to wait. Some men want to wait, but I feel like he's at his wits' ends. To be honest with you, I don't feel like he in a waiting mode, or I think he tired. That's why he brought it to the doggone site to somebody to help him out. So it's a hard, tough cookie to sell. I'm not gonna never tell nobody leave, stay together, nothing. I'm gonna say you need to think about what makes you happy,
What works for
because,
you?
huh?
Yeah, what works for you? Shit.
Yeah, what really works for you? But this is the problem about that working for you stuff. I want to say that too. This is the issue. And I think we all have been guilty of this. And that is, you say that, like it's just like you ask God for something, right? And sometimes 9 out of 10, we don't recognize it, we don't know it, we don't see it. And even if we do, we still choose to do the opposite. So you say if it works for you and then you working through it, you can't blame that person and go sleep with another person and then come back to that person that you've been having a problem with and say, well, you the one pushed me to it. You the one did it. Are you freaking kidding me? So you got to make a conscious decision if you're going to pursue that, wait for that. You know what I'm saying? Stand in that. Whatever you going to do, you make a decision for you and actually do that. But I'm going to tell you something. Make sure she or he knows that that's exactly what you plan on doing. Make sure that
Right.
person know that's what you plan on doing. Because communication, as Ed would say all the time, is 100% the key to be able to maneuver in any relationship. And I just feel like a lot of people just simply don't talk. You've been living in a house for so many amount of years. You've been dating this person or being with this person as your man or your woman for so many amount of years, but y'all really don't talk for real, for real.
Right.
So if you in that particular situation, for those that are just coming on, hello, welcome. And who's
Hello
listening,
now.
we was talking about a subject that we did a segment on a show on yesterday. A gentleman reached out to us stating that he wanted to know what should he do because his wife or his lady lost her sex drive and basically not having sexual acts with him anymore. And he's at the point where he want to know what to do. What's up, Chili? So with that stated, what's up, Sheed? You see him at the bottom. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good, good, good. What's up, Sheed?
So, if you watched the segment yesterday, then you will see what we was on, and we was just trying to help this man out, you know, and hopefully it's a hard nut to crack, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
On that
Um.
note, I shall sip.
Well,
Room chata tonight, y'all. I'm doing some little room chata. I usually
so
mix it with something, but your girl ain't
you
on
could
that
do
all
that.
that mama
You could
always.
do that with the How do I do that with? I guess I only
I mix
associate
it
with
with
coffee.
bourbon.
With bourbon, I associate that with like a coffee or with like a
Oh hell no,
like
I
them
could
little
never
mud
do
slides and stuff like that.
that.
Hmm?
There ain't no Baileys.
It's the same thing. It's a cream. It's a liqueur. It's a cream liqueur. Room chowder going to. You could do it with anything. It
I
ain't
can't
like
do it with coffee though.
you don't. That's not your thing. But I'm just saying I do it with that, or you can do like the mud slides or like the or whatever. But anyway, going back to your point with that is that communication thing is so fucking ridiculous. It's so important because
Right.
it's like this. I remember when I was younger and everybody would say, communication is the key. And they just leave it there. I hate when back in the day our parents, these baby boomers and the older ones would just say some random ass shit and just walk away.
Right.
You need to keep your credit together and then bye. Okay, what that mean? You got to make sure you keep your name clean. How do you? And I be want to know what does that mean? How do you do that? Or you got to communicate. Like nigga, I'm talking. But see, there's a difference with just communicating, and there's a difference with effective communicating, and then there's a difference where you
And
communicate,
comprehending.
comprehending, communicating. But see, it's both sides. So it's two sides to it. The part I'm bringing on is communicating to the point in which that person in which you communicate to can understand it. That's why there's a difference between teachers and educators. A teacher will give you the damn school, the whatever you call it, the program, the
She
school.
said communication is definitely important, Ed. It is,
Right.
she. It is.
Yeah. Communication is definitely important, but it's effective communicating and communicating in which that person can understand. Again, the
Facts.
difference between a teacher and an educator, a teacher's gonna give you the curriculum, right? They're
Right.
gonna give you the curriculum. Thank you, Sheed. The teacher gonna give you the curriculum, but an
Facts.
educator gonna be like, okay, the curriculum says this, but how are you learning, particular child? Because you seem to be a little bit behind. Because my job is to be, oh, he was an educator. Yes, thank you so much. Good stuff. And so now you got to figure out how did that child has to understand in order for you to be an effective educator. Not just teach them the curriculum, but make sure they're educated. How do they listen? How they learn? So when you talk about communication, you have to make sure you got to feel the temperature in the room with your partner. How do they listen? How do they hear? How do they respond to you? Um, how do they, certain things that I say, I like it's like with our children, Kim. I know certain my kids, like my son Edwin, I have to push him. He don't believe fat meat is greasy. So I had to tell his,
Mhm.
hey, yo, you gonna have to step to the plate. I'm about to bust you up. Dylan is different. Dylan, you can say, hey, Dylan, you do this real quick. All right, cool. He gonna jump right in and do it. I don't have to hit him with I'm gonna bust you in your chest because he gets anxiety when you hear him like that. And some
Mm.
kids you gotta push them. So some people, certain kids, certain people you have partnership with ain't like your last girlfriend, or ex-husband, or ex-wife, and all that kind of ex-boyfriend. It's like some people can get it off the rip, or some people
Right.
don't understand. Some people
That's
think this
true.
shit is sweet. So
Right.
how did your person communicate? So now that being said, all that being laid out, your partner saying you telling your partner she sex is whack, and you tell her that, and they like I don't give a fuck. Do what I want to do, give a fuck, and they keep going the way they're going. So somewhere in there, they can't tell you like there's something going on. And if you don't have that platform or that angle to
Right.
be able to communicate that with them so they can feel comfortable to tell you the truth. If you're a person that's gonna jap out or
Right.
wild out, who the fuck you talking about? My dick ain't shit. And she feel like, well, that's why I can't tell you. So I'm gonna
Welcome,
keep
whoever
giving you
signed on. Say your name.
welcome
We
you
can say
guys. I'm
hello.
sorry. I'm going all off the play. I didn't probably scare them off the thing. They came in and I jumped all over the
If they
thing. They
scared,
jumped
they
out.
already they shouldn't have been on here then. Cause shit, we
Damn, there
say
we
what we
go.
want to start.
What
That's
up? That's
Clarence.
your
What
boy
up,
Clarence.
y'all?
What's up, boy? What's good
What's
with
up,
yourself? So
Clarence?
what's up, y'all? What's up? Yeah, let me see.
I'm getting them all out to everybody, telling them we live. Cause I told you
Mhm.
everybody thought we was not going to be live.
So person effectively learn things, right? You have to know how to person effectively learn things. That's a major truth. That is a
I
major
mean,
truth.
I get it, Ed. I mean, I'm no disrespect. Listen, I'm welcome to the brothers on here, just so y'all can know. For everybody that's jumping in and out, this is Brothers Week, so I damn sure want to hear what y'all got to say. But I mean, you know me. I got to go somewhere. Most people don't want to go, and it is effective. It is effective communication, Sheed. It is. It's effective communication, Ed. It's a, you know, he didn't say it. He didn't talk to his wife or girlfriend. He didn't say it. He didn't told her that, hey, listen, something needs to change. He didn't say the actual act of sex. It's the fact that he says she lost her sex drive. So she's not. She might be giving him some, but not a lot. Maybe like the way they was bouncing as rabbits
Oh.
before. I'm just
Mhm.
saying. I like to make sure that we be clear on
Mm.
everything. But his point still remains that if she giving them to him far, few or in between, the point is he ain't happy with how she giving it to him and how long, or you know what I'm saying. He needs more of it. Just like a woman. Let me play devil advocates for a minute, and she say, you know, babe, I can't meet you where you at. I don't want to do it all the time like that. There are some men that say, well, if you don't do it, then another woman will. And then they
Mm.
go and do it. But that's not fair either, because ultimatums to me don't work, especially not in no relationship. If we're a team, we're a team. It should never be an ultimatum. You should
Mhm.
definitely understand where I'm coming from and where you're trying to go. And if you're trying to take me with you, we need to have an understanding. It needs to work for you and me. And that's a problem, I would say, Ed, Sheed, and everybody that's listening. I would say, look, sometimes you got to realize certain people don't fit in your life no more. What used to fit, you know how your ass get fat or you lose weight, vice versa. Can't fit the same clothes because you done lost weight. You be all proud then, but when your ass fat and can't get in, you feeling sad, right? It's the same way with your life. You can't get in the way you used to get in. It don't work like that no more. And if she decide or he decide to be with someone else, or he chooses to no longer be with you because he want to give himself to someone else, then guess what? You don't fit no more. So you have to make a decision for yourself that, listen, are you going to continue to entertain this idea, or are you going to move on? Because if and I'm gonna talk to the sister that he's talking to, his lady or his wife, you can't keep playing a game or keep on saying over and over that when you got one foot in and one foot out.
Damn.
Because even if you're giving them some on a Monday, but don't fuck with them until the following next Monday after that, you better believe that he still wants it from that time, right? But it's not just the sex part. You still messing a person up emotionally, because that's when you start letting everything else get between you guys. Because even God, of course, created sex for us to maintain a different type of connection than anything on us. What brings us closer than sex? With that stated, when I'm saying your body physically connects, and it's meant to, especially if you love the person. So when you're not doing it all the things you used to do, that's why I say be careful, brothers, what you start out and then you switch up. You can't do that. Okay, I'm gonna stop for a second and read what she said. He said, but is his lady trying to find a solution to the problem? She has not been sexually with her man, or is she like, fuck it, I don't care? No, he didn't say either. What he said was, is that he talked to her and told her that he said he understands that she lost her sex drive, but he told her, like, you need to do something about it to basically get it back. He need more of it, or he needed, period. And from my understanding, he's saying that he's at his wit's end. Like, she keeps saying okay, but ain't nothing changed. I think she's not communicating to him what she really want to know, even if it's health wise,
Mm-hmm.
even if I just don't want to mess with you wise. She's not communicating there.
I,
So
I gotta
he's at a
ask you.
crossroad.
I gotta ask you a question though, Kim. Then this is and the point. The reason and that's why I was going to the effective communication and all that kind of shit. The point I was making was that the area, the safe space to be able to communicate from her perspective. Now I'm gonna play as you say. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put as what he said up here on the
She
show.
said she said he think that she's hiding something. Well,
That, that's what I'm
but
thinking.
it can't be, because I just hate when everybody go negative right out the gate. And I'm not saying you are she, but I'm saying this. You can add the other one, Ed. Is she hiding something? She had to. You just only one up there is that one. But anyway, I would say this. She could be hiding the fact that she's going through something health wise. A lot of women go through things. And
Right.
you know what
So
I'm saying? And they don't want to share with a man that they having that
well,
problem. They
so this
embarrassed or whatever, you know.
that's the point I want to hone on this point right here.
Go ahead, Ed.
I believe that I'm going off of what you're saying. I believe
Right.
that men are seed sowers, right? I believe that men are initiators for the most part. We establish a relationship for the most part, right? We're saying this is what we're gonna do, and women kind of respond, and they kind of grow off of what we create or what we initiate. From just generally speaking. Now that may not be the case with them, but generally speaking. So my question is to you, Kim, why would she not tell him what's going on? Is it that because that's her personality, she doesn't speak about it? Because I'm under the impression, and I don't know if this is a negative approach to it, and this is why I was saying all this stuff I was saying earlier, is that I'm under the impression he has not let her feel comfortable enough to speak on it. I'm not blaming on him, but because we have the initial whatever, we have the initiators of how our relationships are established. I've been told many times. My wife has said, "Well, shit,
Not
you
every
set the."
man, but I agree with you. But not every man.
I
She
know
is.
I know. Yes, I know it's not an anomaly, but I'm just saying. I'm going off of traditional or
Right.
whatever the norm. So do you think that that could be like that's the point we were saying last night? Like I was putting it on him. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she should just I don't know. But what do you think that could be? That could be the
Okay,
case.
so I'm gonna read what she said. He said, I only say that because if he keeps talking to her about the problem and she understands his concerns but not doing anything about it, that's a red flag to me. Absolutely,
I think
that's where I'm
so.
finna go. So to
Right.
answer your question, Ed, it is reasons. First of all, you do need to create a platform for your woman or your man to be able to talk to you, which a lot of times
Hey,
couples don't do it. But also, this is my pet peeve. I'll go ahead and be personal on that one. My pet peeve is even if the so-called platform I thought was created for me to come and share something with you, but your ass all over the place. You're not honing in and sticking with me on what I'm sharing with you. You too busy think you know the answer to the question, to fix it, to solve it. Okay, well then, so I said, well, I got a health problem, babe. You know, it hurts when we have sex. Okay, and that's why I shy away from. Okay, now I'm doing a health issue. Right. This the health issues. I'm doing a health issue. Not And then I say that, and then he say, okay, so into the doctor and what they say. Some things is just not a quick fix. It's a thing that I don't know what age she is, what she going through. She could be going through menopause. She could be going
menopause.
through
Yeah.
perimenopause. You know what I'm saying? She could be
What's
going
that?
through. I said, I'm sorry, menopause. Then she could be going through perimenopausal as well, which actually slows down your sex drive. But
Yeah, and
also
I heard about that. Yeah, yeah.
she could have UTIs that also slows down your sex drive. And just the point is having painful sex. Okay, now that's just the health part. Now, if she came to you and she told you about it, now it's on you to really rock with her if you love her.
Right.
Okay, okay, that's wife or girlfriend. But now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I do not think as a woman, I know what it look like and I know what it's talked about and how it's said when it's health wise. But I'm gonna go back to what she said. And no, this is a whole red flag right here. Okay. Men might be more quicker to decipher, but women, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna open up our door a little bit and go right in and say, your ass got 1 foot in and 1 foot out the door. You'll keep one hanging on because you want one thing from one and one from the other. And
Who are you
even if
speaking
your
of? The
ass
man or
ain't
the
got the
woman?
other person, what you say, Ed?
Are you talking about the man or the woman,
I'm
or
talking
both of
about the woman. Let me repeat. I said a man, y'all more quicker. We can pick up y'all decipher. Y'all ass routine as hell. But a woman will move all the way around the shit, but she know how to keep that one hanging on, straggling, okay? And the other one, you trying to give it all he got. So apparently he messed with this woman, right? Right? He got to, because he wouldn't be reaching out to us to say, hey, I'm help. There's somebody that wants to really work with this person, okay? So that tells me right out the gate, Ed, I said a platform created. So the platform had to be created. Why? Because he said this is more than one time he have talked to her about it. He's reached out to her, yet she's told him something, but she has not did nothing behind it. The behavior has not changed. So therefore, the platform created. So let's dismantle that myth. Now we didn't put it out there. The platform already created. But your question still remains: why isn't she doing anything different? Because when your ass is gone, you gone. You know what I'm saying? If you don't mean that
Mm,
much to me, I'm not gonna change my behavior. I'm
mm.
not. So that's why everybody know. And yeah, action do speaks louder than words, but I can say words and actions can speak at the same time too, Sheed. And what I mean by that is that if your behavior, if you constantly saying I'm sorry, and then that day you loving on me and you acting a certain way, and weeks at a time, and everything be okay, and then your ass change up for 2-3 weeks later after that, you ain't changed. What I'm saying is behavior and all that comes with consistency. And it sounds like he ain't getting that consistency. So she might jump off a whole week and wild out with him. Then, it go right back to it. So what he's noticed that she is not changing. So when the behavior like that and things are not changing, exactly. She said the action has to be consistent. You damn right. And when it's not, that's when all the red flags. That's why we like, dang, all these red flags going on. So at the end of the day, I say he has to do more than one type of investigation, because if it ain't the health problem, it really ain't nothing else left. But the fact you got some issues with me, or you
What's
or you're sleeping with someone else.
so?
And
That's what
even
I'm
if
saying. So
it
that's what I'm.
gotta be, that's it. That's it. I
Yeah.
mean, if you ain't trying to be with me, and it ain't no different from a man, because I ain't finna just let y'all have that. It ain't no different from a man. If all of a sudden you've been slamming, you been with this female, then all of a sudden you say, I don't want to be with you no more in that way. Something happened, something changed within you. You hitting on something. You know what I'm saying? Or guess what? Sometimes I just don't want to hit with you no more. Boom. You know
Which
what I'm saying? For
means
whatever reasons or not. And because this brother care, that's what breaks my heart, which what I want to move
it
into
it
the
it be
next
like that. Yeah,
subject that I want to talk about.
it be like that. Yeah, that's what's fucked up. Go ahead, I'm listening. It
Yeah,
be
it's
like
real
that though.
fucked up. Yeah, that's fucked up. So I got hit with this, and I want to see what y'all men want to say about this. This happened to a guy, because it's always, we hear the women say, oh, men do this and men do that. But what about when it happened to a brother? Okay. So let me go there for a second. This guy said, let me make sure I can pull this up because I had it there. But this guy basically said he met a woman. They was vibing. They didn't meet in person yet, but they was vibing. They was talking every day. Before they even met, he started sending her flowers, right? Just letting her know like he really messed with her and he liked her a lot, right? So this is my boy Chili. This for you. So when you jump on, I'm on here as promised. I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do. Kimmy Kim keep her word. So my boy Chili said it was vent time. He said so. He wanted to talk about this. He said I was talking to a woman for a few months. He said we kicked it off. This happened a while ago. The chemistry and the vibe and the conversation, there was no sex whatsoever. He said sex wasn't even a topic that we even talked about. He said, but we both knew the physical attraction was there at most. We talked and text every day. He said our schedules were opposite, but we compromised. You know, he said I would send her flowers and reach out to her. Okay, damn. Now I don't want to finish telling me the story. He said he would send her flowers and reach out to her. He said, now guys, that was in September. She straight ghosting. He said they met, they had a good time, went out to dinner, and then she straight ghosted him. He said I would send her flowers once a week, just the thought of her being who she was. He said I actually drove to see her. I did a nice romantic dinner, couples massage. We went to the movies. So yeah, apparently the effort seemed genuine. But then all of a sudden she disappeared. He said there was
He
no
was dating
return
her.
text. He said,
He
yeah,
was.
he said he went out there, he met her. They met online, then he went out there, he met her. They
Hmm.
wined and dined her. They went to dinner. He said, then after that, she straight disappeared. He said, no return text or call. He said, after I text or call her twice, and there was no response. You know how I say 2 texts, 1 call? Now, this is a man saying it. He said, 2 texts, 1 call? Hell, I move on. He said, but to say this, to text me and say she's sorry, she had a lot going on, and if I'm still available. she want to talk to me. He said, but I want to let y'all know something. He said, this was last September. So my reply was this. He said, yes, I am available, but not for you. He said, when I showed you my actions and backed up my words, you boycotted me. He said, so I can't give you another opportunity to juice me again. He said, and to say I didn't even ask for no reason. He said, and to say this, I didn't even ask for no cookies. So he said as they was meeting and he didn't even go there with her. He said, she said I was mean because I didn't accept her apology. He said, now I'm 42 years old and she's 48. And he said, get the fuck out of here. What type of bullshit is that? Go find you a little boy to play with. Am I wrong?
No, he's not wrong. I'm with him on that. I think what happened. This is what I've been in a lot of situations similar to this, especially being poly and all that kind of. So you kind of get a chance to see these different transactions. She was in a relationship, and the nigga came back through, and that's what happened. And she was hoping it was gonna be better, and it wasn't. It was the same shit that she always knew it was, but she was hoping he's gonna come around. And when your man come around, you already know. I'm not gonna put you. I don't know if you know, but people already know if that person pull up, all bets are off. If that right person pull up, you could be this person could be Santa Claus and Jingle Bells and the gingerbread man and everybody else, and could be the best porn star and all that shit. But if that person pull up, and they think it's a chance, and then you don't really have a because she wasn't transparent. She wasn't real about it. My man Rashid said she might be afraid of commitment. That could be the case. I think it was she just wasn't. I don't know if that might be the case with her. Only reason I would say if a woman, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, if a woman has been single and not had any children for that time, she's 48, I can say maybe she's afraid of commitment. But I'm just saying if she had been single her entire life and was never in a long-term relationship, I could see a person be like, ugh. But if she had been married before and all that kind of stuff, I don't necessarily think that they may not jump into a relationship, but they know it can work, even if it's for 5, 6, 7 years. They not that. I think there was a situation that came up,
Did
and
you
he
say
and he
five,
pulled
six,
up on the
seven
scene.
years?
I'm just saying, some people, you listen,
Your
you
ass
know,
sound like your co-host. That's all.
yeah, yeah. So I just think that it's one of the things. Her man, her dude that she pulled up, she was trying to get a good time, and he showed. And what happened was she went on the date. He called her, where you at? I'm out on the date. And buddy, who you sent to whoever this person is that did this, wrote this thing out, showed the good time. And whenever nigga or brother feel like somebody showing his girl a good time, his ex girl or whatever, he like, well, I can show you a good time. Well, she wants to chance it with him because her heart is there. So when she gave him a chance, it was like he was on that bullshit. It wasn't real. And once you like, damn, dude was good. Let me double back and see if he's still available. Are you still there? And he like, no, fuck you. And that's what happened. People, you could dress
so
it up and say that wasn't the case, but that's what happened. Her other man
so
came
so
through.
so you say that she wasn't ready for a commitment. You feel she just simply wasn't ready for a commitment?
But she,
Yeah, I'm talking to she because he said,
oh yeah,
but he liked the fact that you like the fact, Ed, that he said no, I ain't available to you. Welcome to whoever else that's on here.
he wasn't. He was like, I you sure I wasn't available to you. I mean, that's
Um,
dead ass. I'm not mad at him for that.
to my
Anybody for
boy,
that.
he said I would have felt like sloppy seconds. So to my boy and to my men
Absolutely.
of Chile, I said that I was going to give you my response live. So this is my response to that. I have to go there, guys, because this is the type of shit that happen to women all the time. Ed knows me
Exactly.
very well when I say the number one pet peeve I have. That's why when Chili said, I said I had to talk about it because he said 2 texts, 1 call, and that's me. I feel like I don't want to give too much of my energy of wasting negative energy. If you still trying to figure shit out, you should have been figuring all that out when you was going back and forth, texting and calling. See, some people wants to have these type of relationships, which nobody talks about, Ed. We ain't even went there yet. So let me introduce these relationships. Some people just like to have a phone relationship. They don't have no intentions on really meeting. Some people just like to have a text relationship. They just want to
Mm.
do a good morning, beautiful. Good morning, handsome. What's up, king? Good morning, queen. I don't like that shit. And anybody know me, Clarence, I don't like that shit. So with that said, at the end of the day, Some people want to just be what they doing. It's just fun. I'm in my phone, I got me a bunch of texts I can pull up and I can call and be like, what you doing? What you doing? I don't even like the abbreviations YWD. Nigga, you ain't got time to spell it out. But at the end of the day, it's that in between type relationship, which is the worst kind. You say you moving on and you ain't. Okay, so you never heard me say this. Okay. Chili just hit me up and said I'm tuning in to what happened on Valentine's Day. He watching our other show, but he is also seeing this one. So Chili, I'm answering the question when you see this. But I truly believe that that female that you was talking to, Chili, was in a position to where she was moving off hurt and moving in between her feelings and moving where you was entertaining her through that time.
Yep.
And therefore, men do it all the time. All of a sudden now you ain't getting what you want to get with the wife, the lady, the friend, the upstreet, the backdoor girlfriend, the girl on the back beater, and all of a sudden you say, I'm finna move on. I'm finna meet somebody else. Then you bring somebody else in the mix, and guess what? They be the shiznick. They make all the moves. You're like, damn, you really want them to be kind of messed up because you used to toxicity. But you get the shit. He on time, she on time. He show up. He said he backed up everything he told her on the phone. Women like that today, Chili, is waiting, dying for a man to do what you did. And it's always y'all do it to the female that can't even appreciate that.
That's life though. That'd be so
Wait a
crazy
minute.
though.
But that's sad because I got to go there, Ed. It's hard for Ed to hear this because I know Clarence, and whoever else on here is brothers. But this is a brother. This not no female, Ed. Now, you normally we talking about what females. This is a brother saying that. So I have to say the same thing. He experienced something. It's a gym coming. Give me a minute, Ed. It's a gym coming. I'm saying the same experience that you experienced, Chili, women experience more often than you guys. Because Ed, as you just said, y'all are the initiators, right? And he initiated, but she reciprocated. So he went out on that limb. This is why a lot of brothers would say, I fall back and I don't give a woman this, that, and the other because this type of shit happens, right? But it's the same way with women. They do the same thing. They say, I'm going to fall back. I ain't going to do this because this is what a guy do, right? So he asking the question, was he wrong to simply say, no, I'm not available for you. I'm available. I'm just not available for you. Now I'm going to flip it. For my ladies, sisters, sis, please hear this. Did you hear what the man said? That's why I said, if we had the mentality that they have, we would be hellified, well off. He put it down. See how she keep going, hell no, you went wrong, Ed. Hell no, hell no. And everybody that was responding, even females, he went wrong, he went wrong, he went wrong. But you know what, sisters, y'all don't do that shit. I don't give a damn what you say. You don't do it. You take his ass back. You be all of a sudden available. You've been having a man rocking with you, treating your ass nice, and all of a sudden now you don't see them, you don't recognize them, and then all of a sudden now, and that's what keep messing. This the pattern, Ed. This the gem of it all. The pattern where it keeps happening. See, as a man, y'all don't feel we feel. You don't have that nurturing shit, so you cut it off. You like forget it. Then he's like, I know my worth, and no, I'm not available for you. And all I'm saying is a woman should do the same damn thing. Take it from a brother. That's why we can say,
But
yep,
I
you was
think in those
right.
initial, encounters, like that's not really her man yet, or that's not his woman yet. I think women do that. Like I ain't finna play this game with your monkey ass. But I think that I don't think again. I agree. Hell no, he wasn't wrong because he don't know her. Fuck you talking about that
No, it
goofball
ain't
ass
even
shit.
about that's not true, Ed, because he spent enough time with her to make a decision to go meet her. As he said, this was over a year course of time. He
I thought you
knew
said it
her
was a
enough.
year. I thought you said it was a year ago.
No, when
Like
she
this could
reached
happen.
out to him, it was a year of a time. But then she reached out to him. She let months and months go by. What I'm saying, the getting to know her and the connection with her
Yeah,
was there.
that's all. Yeah, it's all feeding the same fucking theory. I got. It's like that whole thing. It goes exactly what you just said. Text conversation. She was cool with him being in between. She still had a guy, but he was on bullshit. He was fucking around.
I
So
don't
boy was
even think sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you. I disagree about that too. I don't always think that it's Everybody, that's our go-to. But it ain't always gotta be that you actually have another person. It's this thing that you say all the time, Ed. It's just the fact of having a fucking option. And I'm not finna tie myself to that. And right now, the option where you was giving me, somebody else might look the grass look greener on the other side. And
Okay,
then when he
same thing.
realized that that water bill was high, she tried to run her ass back to him, and he
That
said,
that's
"Hell no, I
so
didn't shut
so
my water off."
okay, so one or two scenarios. The first scenario I was saying that she had to do that was she was on the outs with and they was going back and forth with it, or she had another option. Maybe it wasn't her boyfriend, but it was another dude that they had that grass green vibe on him with the high water bill. Either way, it wasn't just she decided I don't want to deal with men right now. I'm gonna go home and stay with my kids. It was another somebody that took up her time. Nobody, if everybody, when I talk to women all the time, they're looking for this companion. They want a companion. So if you got a guy, like you just said, women look there for my man, whoever, Chili, whoever this person is. I don't know if it's him or someone else. If he's doing this dope shit, why wouldn't they not want that?
She said, "Look what she say." Post it up there.
Okay.
She said she ghosted him for a while. Then she wanted to come back. No, a ninja don't have time for that BS. You ghosted me once, you do it
You
again.
do it
Ladies,
again.
I want y'all to hone in on who's looking at this. This is a man talking. So you act like a lady, but your
Mm,
ass better think like a nigga because that is facts.
for all facts.
When he ghosts your ass, stop trying to be all open for that door. Stop leave close that goddamn door. I don't care what Bruno say. You don't need to leave that door open. I'm talking about your ass.
That was Anderson Pot.
Close that door.
Right.
Close it. Let that shit get lukewarm. It can be heated up again, but close that damn door.
Shit. So far, that's a very poignant thing, and it's funny because you right. That's some shit. She busted shit that brothers do. That's some nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? That whole little
That's right.
spinning and ghosting
And
and shit
that's
like
what
that.
I that
And she
yeah.
played. She busted back on it.
But
And
that's what we
this
was
is
talking about. And remember, we've been saying that the world is different now because it's options. Hell, he could be laying right next to you, or she could be laying right next to you and pick up her phone and straight text, or they can be right with you and text a whole nother person. Good night, baby. Good night. I love you. I see you tomorrow. I see you in the morning. Or as soon as they wake up, just got through, you be like, man, we just got through making some bomb love. And he straight texted, good morning, beautiful. I'm telling you.
you so funny.
Motherfuckers, boy. That's why I be like, Lord, get them demons. Get them demons, bro.
I'm not mad at that, but I mean, I'm not mad at you. That point is very, very valid. But that's some wild shit. But here's the thing that's crazy. You know, it's like people be the shit that be happening to the people that really don't deserve it. That's just how it be. You know, when I look at all these, you ever notice when people get these racist white people be fucking with these nerdy black people? They don't fuck with the thugs. They ain't fuck with the GDs and the Blackstones. They fuck with the guys that's going to college and got backpacks on. The Kanyes. They fuck with the Kanyes. They ain't fucking with they fuck with the Kanyes. They ain't fuck with the 50 cents. So it's like these guys that's actually putting in work. The women like, he ain't shitty enough for me. I don't believe it. You know what I mean? I
But it's
don't
the
believe this
same
real
shit with
shit.
men. It's the
And I
same
was
shit
just
with
saying,
men.
that's the
You
same
rather,
thing.
yeah.
Y'all say the same thing. Yeah, I agree with you. Same thing men do. They
But
like,
I don't know. I
yeah,
don't know. I'm starting to. I don't know, Ed. I'm starting to feel like and I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me out on that. I mean, I figure, I'm a big advocate about changing and switching up. You change up, you switch up. He said, "You have time to show me your true colors, then
one
I'm
time,
gone.
one time to show them, and you
You
was
got
over
one
with.
time." But
One time
sometimes
for
though,
the one time.
you don't really get to see the true colors until after you've been with somebody for a long ass time. Everybody is
That's
not for
wild
sure that
too.
you can live with a replica. I mean, not literally live with them, but you can be around replica for a long time. And then that's why I think women and men, I can say, get so hurt because what you thought things were, you wasn't.
Word
So that's
not.
why I think Ed and I've been trying to say, I call it have inventory. And damn sure sometimes you need to have it daily, especially when you in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You really need to check in, and and I think you should do it even when you have a woman of interest or a man of interest. I think you should just check in and kind of see what a person is at, because they gonna tell you, whether voluntary, involuntary. Their actions and their behavior speaks louder. So if y'all was like truly feeling each other and y'all was doing all that time together, and then all of a sudden they fell back. Okay, my boy Chili on here. He's the one this happened to. Let's see what he got to say. Post it, Ed. He said we actually initiated what we were looking for in the beginning. See, weeks. I also confirmed to her, was she ready to endure a long-term relationship with me? And she said yes. Yep. So that's that option route,
That's that
Chili.
old bullshit. That's that
That's
old
that
bullshit.
that's that factual
But
bullshit that
see,
women
but
have
see,
dealt
that's
with
the
for
whole. But see, I
years.
don't. But see, I don't like that. See, that's the whole thing. I get that. Like, that don't make sense. He came out and said, "Yo, me and you want to do this long term shit?" Then you
But
say,
Ed, this what
"Yeah."
we be talking about. A brother
That
can tell a
shit booty
sister the
as
whole
hell.
time
Just
that
say,
he
you can
ready,
just say,
he
"Look,
ready,
I'm
he
not
ready,
really
he
sure.
ready.
I'm not really sure. Give me a minute." I mean, that's bullshit too, but that's better than saying, "Yeah, like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead on." Come on, that's so booty, man. Anyway, and that's
But
men
that's
and
just
women.
that's what's happening, Chili. So women are doing the same thing men are doing. That's why I'm not. That's why Ed and I say all the time on this show, we're not judgmental. But I don't bash men. I'm a mother of sons, and I can tell you right now, women do shit too. And you, my brother, I hey, I give you props. I respect it.
You know, so you know this that statement that say good guys finish last, and all this women, good women, you be getting the
You
worst
say good
guys.
women or good men finish last.
Yeah, it's like that statement. It's
Shit,
almost
not
like,
without hurt though. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I dismantle that. But if you want to say hurt, leave that part out. Yeah. But I don't really feel like that. Okay, let's talk about this. What about everybody said, damn, Sierra left Future and all of a sudden she came up. But everybody be shocked in a motherfucker. Russell Wilson bust out. He had a baby on the side, right?
the man said. She
I'm
said,
just
"That's true.
keeping it
My
100.
happiness."
All I'm saying is just like you talked about Derek Jack. He was doing all that, right? That's why
Hmm.
I said, look, keep your love life private. Because you're going to go through some shit. It might not be that kind of shit or that kind of shit, but you're going to go through some shit. And all I'm saying is, everybody's shit is just a different toilet. I'm
She
keeping
said,
it
"That's
100.
true, but my happiness is more important. I may not want to leave, but I'm going to leave
Well,
regardless. I
that's
mean, I want
because
to
you
leave,
love
but
yourself, she. But what about for the women? Most of them don't. Not enough to say bye. Like they moving off hurt or they moving off loneliness. They just endure that shit. So for you, Chili, you know what I'm saying? You represent it. You know what I'm saying? And I know, oh girl, like damn, I missed a good one. But just
yeah, she
all I
fucked
want to
up.
say to you, Chili, as a female, don't let that stop you from meeting other women that can meet you where you was, bro. That's all I can say because sometimes, just like women, we go through bad look, apples before you reach a good one. But now that prepare you for because when a woman do finally meet you where you at, you gonna be like, damn. But don't let her pay for what this last woman did. That's all I'm saying. And
Got
you
that
do,
right.
you're right, she. You have to be cautious when entering anything new. That's why it's a saying that said, damn, can we just skip to that part where, I want to know
We
what your
get past
favorite
all the.
color is and
You
what you
say
like
this
to
shit all the
do.
time. Get past it.
Yeah. Can we just get to the part where we chilling, we looking at other people talking about people and shit, but we
Right.
look good and they don't? You just want to get to that part. But I'm gonna tell you something. You got to go through the storm so you can be able to weather it when it come back, because it comes back.
That's some. This is some really, really. It's so funny. I
I'm so
think.
proud of my brothers though. Y'all just showing up in beautiful black queens. I'm just proud of all this masculinity. I feel like I'm at home. Hell. I don't do females. Anyway, I do, but I love y'all. And this is Black Brothers Week. So you supposed to get on here and say whatever you want to say. And Shay, you giving it to us tonight, she. I appreciate it.
Man,
My
she, I really
head,
appreciate you
we
rocking with us, man.
appreciate the
Thank you so
love,
much,
man. This
brother.
means a lot.
We're doing a show this weekend, and it's going to be at one of these we're doing the black
Even though I'm
restaurant
sick of
owners,
himself.
the black owners restaurant week, and we're going to. I kind of want to. I kind of want to have one of our friends, one of our followers come and kind of maybe come out there and meet us out there. Come on, join us or whatever. Because I like to. I really want to have that.
Post
Uh,
what she said. I mean, put
uh,
it up.
I would like to have the interaction with the people that rock with us and have them come out and meet us and stuff like that. We'll do a meet and greet eventually, probably in March, sometime in March. We'll do some sort of
Are we
a
definitely
meet and
gonna do a
greet.
meet and greet?
We got to get back to our cigar lounge, to Nicole's cigar lounge, and then but this weekend we're going to be at a
We
nice
gonna be
restaurant.
this weekend, I thought.
We're going to go there, but I don't know if we wanted to record. I guess we could do it there. We can do whatever we want. She ain't like we got they were busy. Remember last Saturday, the week before
Let's
last
stop
Saturday
for a
they were really
minute.
busy.
Pull up what we appreciate. He said, I show love and I'll be tuning in. We appreciate the love.
Thank you so
Can
much,
you pull
She
up what
appreciate
Chili
you, brother.
said?
Love you, brother. Much love to you.
Chili said, "Oh, it's not stopping me at all. I was kind of funny that it was just kind of funny. She popped up out of her sleep to text me and ask, was I still available? Like I'm gonna drop a basket of food. Boy, you doing too much. But I love it. All I want is my sisters to hear what you're saying, because that's exactly how we need to behave. Go ahead on. So, Chili, I don't think you're gonna be in the breeze too much longer. Yes, Lord. He
I
said
think
she just popped up out of her sleep and gonna say, "Are you still available for me?"
I think that I think I have a whole opinion about that I don't even know if this theory is even, it might be way off, but I don't
Well,
know. I
this
think that
actually happened to Chili, so maybe he can give you some enlightenment. Ed is really flustered by this, y'all. So
no, I'm because you always say stuff to me and you be like, these guys, people have these experiences. My experience has been so different. And I think that sometimes people that are ready, they encom- they encounter people who aren't ready. And I don't know why that is. Like I don't know why the people who are ready don't they be missing each other. The people that really are ready for some deep, real converse, real relationship, they be missing each other. It's like the people I be meeting be ready for some real shit, and I'm not ready for some real shit. Or I'm just saying as an example, and or somebody else is ready for some that's not ready for so is ready for some real shit. Run who ain't I like I'm. We need to be meeting the people. We need to switch. Like the people that's rocking with me or this other person. Like I say, this guy's really serious. He wants to have a relationship. He's like, I'm really, I want to get down. What's up? And he runs these bullshit people. It's like, why did it be happening all the time? I
we're
see it all across
located,
the board.
Chili. He said where we located. We located in Illinois and Wisconsin. Usually Ed
Yeah.
and I are normally together on, but tonight we had technical difficulties, so we're in two different states. But this Saturday for Brothers Week, we will be together with all our brothers. We're probably gonna have some of our fans to come out and actually be on the show with us. So we would love for you guys to come on Saturday. We'll be out probably about 6 o'clock, and we'll have everybody to jump on. But yes, that's where we located. Where are you located at, Chili? You're located in Augusta, Georgia. Am I right? But I know you in GA, and I don't know if Clarence on here. Clarence is in Wisconsin,
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
so I'm trying to figure out where everybody's at. But Ed is saying that it seems like the right people, the right and the wrong keep he's in Augusta, so keep missing each other.
Yeah, they missing each other. It's so
So
weird
it's
to
like
me.
but I just feel like if we didn't go through that, Ed, we wouldn't, you know, if we didn't go through that, we wouldn't be ready for the right person when they come along. You just gotta go through some things. And I'm gonna tell you something, it be like damn, but I mean, I feel like that what Chili is saying when he was talking to her, she led him to believe that he was on the same page. But guys do the same thing. You really, and that's what a shocker comes in at, is when you really think that person is. My thing is, why you got to do that? Why you got to? If you really not on some real shit, then you know what I'm saying. Why put me in your shit? He said we. She said we do have to go through the bad to get to the good. Sometimes you ain't never lying.
It
For
makes you
real, you do.
appreciate it that much. It's that much sweeter, It makes you
I
appreciate
don't
it.
think we appreciate it maybe if we didn't go through it, because you ain't got nothing to
Yeah.
compare to. You can't compete, or
Hmm.
you can't compare, right? You can't compare nothing to something to make it be anything. Chili said you're right. It's like people are cross pathing one another and meeting the wrong people.
They keep that, and it's so weird to me. I don't understand.
Yes, that is weird and just downright. But it do makes you appreciate the right one even more. You ain't never lying. It's like when you finally, it's like this, Chili and Ed and Clarence and who all my brothers on here. It's like this. Look, if you talking to her, this when you know you got the right one. If you talking to her and she said something, and all of a sudden, somebody can just get something off your face. But she was, and then she just standing there, she looking at you, and you turn around and you see she look, babe, why are you looking at me like that for? You have no idea the shit that's going through her head, because it's not that smirk, it's not that sadness, it's not that anger, it's that love. That is the time. It's called unspoken word in your head, when you can look them right in their face and they be like, damn, so he really is that nigga. Damn, I got me one. You know what I mean? And that's how y'all feel the same way.
It's a
You
dope
know,
shit.
that's that dope shit. That's what everybody. I don't care how bad love you going for it. He said, Chili said he's in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, okay, okay,
Welcome.
okay,
We got
okay.
Ohio fan now. We hope you
Yeah.
watch our show more, Chili. You got any questions, anything going on? This is the platform,
We got a
especially
few. We
because
got a
it's
few of our
brothers.
people come from Ohio, from Cincinnati. I got a few of them. Zaria from Ohio, Bridget, which ain't been on here.
Yeah,
They're
we
from
got some
Ohio, from
fans from
Cincinnati.
Ohio. We sure
Yeah,
do.
they from. Yeah, we got some Ohio people coming. Ohio
I feel like
players.
we gonna need to go to Ohio and get a little damn spot. Oh,
Oh,
Chili
Chili
say
from
he really
Chicago.
from the shot.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what it
that's where
is.
Ed and I from. We from the shot.
Mm-hmm. Chili, hope you come out there and kick it with us one day. We're going to be at a couple of one of our favorite spots to be at. We just really kick it at a cigar lounge. We go to a few restaurants, just have sips and stuff like that. But a cigar
Right.
lounge where we get a chance to just really, you know, let kick our feet up and
But don't
settle
forget
in and
my
have a good
boy
time.
She. Yeah,
And
She, you
she,
and
you too, come
GA.
on in,
Maybe we
come
can
in.
get to
Yes,
Georgia too. We got some Atlanta folks, and Ed got some friends out there. I know I got my best
my
friend. She's
brother's
on
out
her
there in
way
Georgia.
there now.
My brother John, he's from out in Hinesville. That's
And
what I
my
was telling
best
you.
friend is moving there tonight. They're driving from California to Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh,
Wow.
ATL, baby. That's my shit though. Honestly, I told you Savannah. Savannah's where I want to be. I don't know about
Yeah,
Columbus or anything
I
or
think
Mayor
I
Columbus, but I
told
don't know
Sheed
about
about Savannah.
Augusta. Yeah, I want to do Savannah and then but then be able to drive to Atlanta on the weekends, type of shit. That's what I want to do. Buy me some property. And
Okay.
not necessarily Savannah, but like a suburb or some town outside like Pooler or whatever and have a little space out there. But anyway, that's off the subject.
Uh, uh, I think she just posted something.
He said coming to fucks with you too, even if they have to come up there. Yeah, 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 yeah,
We
yeah, yeah, yeah.
appreciate the love.
Yeah,
Definitely,
definitely,
definitely.
man. Come kick it with us. We have a great time.
We really
Uh
do.
our crews are dope as hell. Our people are great. Our family is cool. Um
Hmm.
that's be a great time. And we actually were doing a couple of giveaways, and I guess we're gonna try to re-up that because we didn't get those people responding properly on time with that Kimmy Kim. For I won we records the cigar lounge. We did the giveaway you were doing, but we're gonna be doing some prizes and stuff like that. You guys can kind
Yeah.
of take rate
Yeah.
on some of the stuff that we talk about and some of the stuff that Kimmy breaks down. Um so what do you want to talk about now, my
I mean,
dear
I give it.
co-host?
I think we should just give it. This when we got newcomers and coming on. Ed and I do different characters. We on YouTube. We on, of course, y'all see Facebook, our Facebook as well as Instagram, and we also on Anchor.
And
But
TikTok.
we do different characters. We
Hmm.
our whole show is just be able to create a platform for everybody for, and I like to say this is my people's month. To talk about what you want to talk about and basically say the shit that nobody really don't want to talk about. They want to keep it suppressed.
Hmm.
I'm not like that. I'm gonna bring it all the way out.
Yeah, you
Sometimes
talk about
Ed
it.
or I, we don't know what each other gonna say, but that's what we do. And it's nothing like waking up doing what you want to do and liking it when you do it.
Hmm.
Put it like that. So, with all the different shows we take live every week, so we definitely want to see you on there, and we do. We are deciding to move around with it. I think it'd be so much better and getting to know all our people and all our fans, because the ones that we do have, hey, we didn't even know. We got fans in Sweden. Ed didn't even know it. I mean, wow, okay. So with that said, so she said, you know what? I'm a therapist, so I'll volunteer and give someone a 3-day, 1 hour session for a giveaway to support y'all. What kind of
Oh, I
therapist
love
are you,
that.
she? I love it. Ed is real big on the mental illness. We try to talk about that as well. That's why we also threw in Brothers
Yeah,
in
good mental
Discipline.
health stuff.
So,
Hmm.
what type of therapist are you, she?
That's very prominent in our community. Obviously, needing
Yeah,
that
we
and
got a
having that.
couple of giveaways, and so I think we just haven't had a chance to touch base about it. But I want to do it at a where we actually do a live crowd.
Mhm.
But I think that's dope as hell. We would love that. I mean, it's a lot of people that need to have that platform and somebody to talk to, and we'll definitely promote you. That's another thing we do. You're right. It is needed in the community. Another thing that we do is that we shout out all black businesses. If you got a
Okay,
black business,
definitely.
you try to start one, you want help, you want the connects. Ed and I do it. Ed is very business savvy as well as myself. So we want to, we want to give back in that way. So if you got a business, we will shout you out all the time. One hand washes the other. That's what we do.
That's what we get down.
That's what we get down. That's what Chili says. Just keep me posted. I can make the trip as long as I'm not on the schedule at work. I'm in Chicago a lot. Most
Okay.
definitely we will keep you posted.
Oh, mental health.
Oh no, did you not say you're a mental health therapist? Boy, go ahead. Yeah, we can definitely now look, Ed, I play a character. Her name is Dr. K. Okay.
Sheet, I
And I
want
can
you to. I'm
deal
gonna
with
try to
some
see if I can
serious
find
bitch
the
class
link.
patients.
Let
Dan
me
is
try to
one of
find the
them.
link.
I think
Dan is on.
I think Dan is a person that needs to talk to she for real. But yes, I think that we'll definitely take you up on that offer, she. Most
I,
definitely.
I want to send him the clip for. I think Dr. K talks to June, where we it says Ed on the clip, but we know it's June. When it said
Yeah.
therapy goes hella wrong.
Yes. I mean that was one fun ass show. But Chili, you said you in Chicago a lot, so we definitely will be posting on here, and I'll be keeping you posted on when our shows. So you can definitely jump on here. And I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my own shot about a business that I own, which is Lovely Budget Travel. If you're looking to travel anywhere, I'm your girl. When it's called Lovely Budget Travel, because you name the price. You tell me what you want to do with that money and that package that you're willing to spend, and I'll make it happen for you. So all you got to do is let me know. You can get wherever you want to go.
I'm about to send this to. I'm about to send this. I just had to
To
copy and
she,
paste it.
to
Yeah,
she, okay,
yeah.
to my boy,
I don't know if you can. I
she.
don't know if there's a way you can copy and paste it from there sheet, but that's just one of the episodes. That was one. I'm gonna send you two of them. Oh, it
Yeah,
said an
you can
error
copy
code.
and paste it.
It said an error occurred. I guess Facebook was hating on them. We putting on for YouTube video. They were hating, I guess. Ridiculous, but
Who was hating? Well, they can
I
hang
put
on as
because
hell.
it's a YouTube video, and I put the link on Facebook like it's an error occurred. Wait a moment, then try again.
Oh,
I'm
get
like,
out of here.
man, that's exactly. I'm like, y'all tripping.
He said
Oh
he
man.
saved it. Thank you, she.
So this is second. So I just sent the second video. So the first one is the one that therapy went hella wrong, and the second one is the one that it like it's about the same shit to me. But the second was the one you interviewed Dan. Dan is a character that we kind of
Clarence says peace and I love y'all. We
peace.
appreciate
Yeah.
the love,
All right,
Clarence.
peace, man. All right, brother. Thank you so much, Clan, for rocking with us, man. Rock Cam's been with us every week. I
Yes,
think he
he
may have
has.
missed
We
maybe a little
appreciate the
bit of one
love.
week.
We got fans. We love y'all.
Ain't nothing
Love the
like it. People
support.
that support us
He
and
was
make us
quiet
feel.
tonight though.
Yeah, sometimes sometimes you working and stuff. You just kind of you just kind of sit
Carl
in the
Butt
cut.
probably on here too.
Your brother Carl, Mister Incognito. That's my man, Carl. If you don't hear, I like you, man. You my man's right there, man.
Yeah, my
I
girls
was
is
talking about
missing,
you.
but this is the boys' weekend, so hey, y'all did me proud. I love it. I love
Right.
it.
Yeah.
When the Kings can get out here and do what they need to do, that's what I'm talking about. So normally Sheed and Chili, we would normally do different characters. It's just like a request, and I know you all don't know it, so we'd rather y'all watch the shows first, and then y'all can see. But definitely jump back on here and kick it with us on
Hmm.
Saturday. I'll say 6 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead. We'll be sending a promo out to come holler at us, and whoever we can get to pull up. But hey,
It should be fun. We always have
it's
a
and
great
oh,
time.
and the topic my boy gonna really head this up. Ed is it's about being a father, and as well as what kind of father you had. It's a lot of brothers. It's a lot of brothers.
Yeah, being the father and being, I guess, a lot of times a lot of us actually, we all kind of fight with, okay,
Yeah.
irritation, being a better father than our father had been, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
you know, our feelings about that, or just being a different example. And sometimes we get so, and then honestly, man, you just be hurt by this shit so long. You be grown as hell. I
You
had to tell my
do.
kids one day, if they have issues with one another
Right.
or with me, it's impaired. I know my video, it's all choppy. We all choppy right now.
No, you good. You ain't choppy on here.
Hmm. So it's imperative that we get over those traumas as kids, because as we get older, that shit don't ever go away. You still be mad as fuck at your parents or your dad or your mom, whomever.
Yep.
40
And
years
it
old,
doesn't
you
matter
like,
how old you is.
hurt by it, all that shit. So anyway, we're
Yep.
gonna talk about that. We're gonna go deep, gonna do a deep dive in that, and just go there. Fuck it.
Right.
It is what it is. One of my strengths, I believe, is mentorship. And I've found myself mentoring men that were my fucking contemporaries, which was weird because I never expected that.
Okay.
I was always looking for talking to, younger people, kids, teenagers, young men and stuff like that. But the people that gravitated to me were always people that were my age and probably older.
Mm.
I was like, I didn't understand. I didn't get it. I just, I didn't feel, sometimes you don't feel like I'm not worthy of that. Like, I don't know.
Right.
But it's
Right.
stuff they would get and gather from me, and they would want to kind of be around that. So that's one of the things. So I really talk about, and it's not so much that I'd have a certain level of knowledge as much as I think Kim and I have certain gifts, which is why we do the show. We have a certain level of gifts that allows us to ascertain, I guess, certain dimensions of people and being able to see things and even pull out, almost like what she would do as a therapist. I'm not a therapist at all, obviously,
Right.
but it's a way of communicating and then looking at things in a perspective where everybody feels comfortable and can share. And then at some point, I get these vibes where, I get these vibes where there's things that come out of me that I'm not necessarily expecting. Go ahead and read that, Kim. What he said. I just saw what.
Wow. She okay. Facts. My pop was never in my life. I have to look at it in a positive way and thank him for not being there because he taught me what not to do whenever I have kids.
Facts.
Okay,
Facts.
listen, I don't know what you're doing on Saturday, but this is exactly where we finna go with that statement you just made. So
Mhm.
I know personally I will be bringing that up because it's another gentleman right now, a friend of mine, that is going through something with his father currently right now to where it stops him from even to go see his mother.
Mm.
And that's sad. So this is how the show came about. Ed has also experienced some things as his friend. I'm aware of them. And this gives him a platform to help somebody else out. He's not where that gentleman is at now. He's at a different place. But that gentleman want to be where Ed at. And look at where you at. Man, look at God. Our evangelist about to come out. But I'm just saying for you to say that is absolutely awesome. Chili say, okay, cool. It's nice chatting with y'all. Be tuning in more. Got to get back on the grind. Much love, people.
God bless you,
And,
brother.
and, and
Appreciate you.
have a
Thank you
good
so
night,
much,
Chili. We
brother.
appreciate the love.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, guys. I
All right.
appreciate that.
Thank you. So with that said, she please get on Saturday and just give your say and just because it's a lot of brothers. Everybody think, well, most people don't have a father in the home, you know. But what about for the guys that actually did have a father in home or had a father that picked them up on a regular basis and he still wants shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or
it's
you have to
almost like you
watch
damn
them
near
do stuff with their moms. And for you and
trick
Ed,
off on their mom.
for you, Ed, and my friend that have the attitude what you just said, thank you, because you taught me what not to do. You is absolutely correct. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
You can take it like that, but what about the guys that I ain't never had no nigga in my life? I ain't never had no date in my life.
Mhm.
They don't feel the way. So I'm just saying, sometimes that's what we were just talking about earlier about relationship. It's full circle. It's not just in relationships, it's in careers and jobs. It's in father, mother, and daughter and son, and all those type relationships. It always
Mhm.
got to be romantic. It's the same thing. You have to be able, that pattern keeps going on. Somebody got to stop the pattern. And
break the
that's what you're
cycle.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
break the
cycle
cycle.
can keep going in a circle, and somebody got to stop it. Either you're gonna learn from it and say this ain't something I'm never ever gonna do. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So I'm with you on that. He taught you what not to do. You're
Hmm.
absolutely correct.
That's some
You
shit. It's a
chose
real
to be.
statement, but
That's powerful.
that's
Just
a real
choosing
ass statement.
to be something else, ain't it?
That's a real ass statement, though. It's not. That's not. That's a real ass statement. And
That's
he said when he
powerful to
have
say
children.
you're not gonna be like something that you exposed to. I think that's
Hmm.
powerful.
And a lot of times, I'm gonna say this to you, Sheed, and you're a therapist, and you'll know that. The other thing, the caveat to that is that you're going to be everything your daddy wasn't. And with that being said, um, you still have to maintain a level of discipline for your children to give them the
Right.
drive that you got to drive. Because a lot of times that's one of the things we miss. Like your dad not being there made you tough as hell, made you smart as hell, made your drive ridiculous. And so I've been guilty of that because I felt the same way you felt that I had children and I started doing everything for them. It's like
Right.
damn. So being the super dad, then it's like they're getting weak as fuck. Like I know I need y'all to step to the plate. Y'all expecting. So anyway, that's just a caveat. But dead ass, I'm with you. I agree with that all the way through, man. That's all good. That's all good.
Facts. I agree too. So with
So
that
what do
said, I want to say one last subject. With our last Ed and I usually do live, what, 15 minutes? We do 2 hours.
Mhm.
So the last topic that I wanted to say for y'all to weigh in on, he said 100, is the subject of what do a brother do as a man? What do a man do when he going through so much shit at home, at his life? I don't care if you have a wife, a girlfriend, or just multiple relationship. You're a young man or older man. I mean, it's nowadays it ain't even deciphering with age. But where do you go to when you feel your back is against the wall? It's a lot of brothers that's going through that, and they keep doing an endless cycle. They just don't have that outlet. Some of them are using sex to feel better. Some of them are using drugs to feel better. Some of them are using alcohol to feel better. But whatever it is, you're right, she. But if they don't know him and you try to introduce them to him, it's resistance to God as well.
Mhm.
But for every man that is going through this and all these different things they're going through, they get what they got, they smoke, puff, puff, pass, and they talk about, I'm going through this, and whether it be their dad, whether it be their mom, I feel that it's so much stuff talked about that is just forgotten about. For all being a mother of sons myself, I always pray. My number one prayer is for my boys to be exposed to people that will be a blessing to their soul and a blessing to them in direction. Because there's a lot of things as their mom and well as their father, they won't come to us simply for our title alone of being their parents. For the people they encounter, for the people that they know, for everything they're going through, that it be a blessing to them and not a, you know what I'm saying? Not a problem or a hard learned lesson to learn. But I really do feel like just as much as we can talk about a platform to talk to each other about sex and relationship, I feel like that men need to have that platform too. I have male friends that I talk to that is 100% zero romantic interest of mine or whatsoever. My brother happens to be my very best friend. So I just, my thought today, I got hit with something that is real, was very, very touching. And I can say it even in a celebrity form. Everybody know that Regina King's son killed himself, right? But I just had a girlfriend that her son killed himself. She woke up this morning and he killed himself and found him, you know. And you said but they have to want to change in order for it to happen. Sometimes they don't even know what to do. This when they back is up against the wall. As a therapist, I'm quite sure you've ran into that. But a lot of times, where I'm trying to get to is that the things that they're going through is really unspoken. So you can tell them about God, you can tell them about therapy. You could, it's just like you could talk to a friend. You know, you can talk to a friend. Ed and I can talk, and he can say what he's going through, and I can say what he's going through. I can give him suggestions, but he's still gonna do what he want to do, and then it ends up in the result he did. Sometimes you do just gotta go through shit, and for you to see things, right? I get that, but for the people that's not talking, at least Ed had a desire, or I had a desire to talk about. But I'm talking about the things that you don't talk about, like when a young lady is raped or being molested, she don't want to talk about it. That's very hard to go through. To say so to my brothers that don't talk about stuff, don't say they suppress it and they show it in all those very, very unhealthy ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's the platform right here that I want them to be able to come to, and you can talk about whatever you need to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Because that right now today, the cycle when a woman say I want a king or I want a queen, and that man say he want this woman, or like what happened to Chile, and you know you do got to understand, as our DNA, we are made up different things affect y'all different versus what affect us. And I think if we can learn that, we could become better to one another. You know what I'm saying? Um, because the world is harder now. Everybody is just angry for no damn reason. Sometimes it seems like. But in a job that I'm in, and today I think I had 3 deaths today at my job. Hard, hard. You know what I'm saying? The families and coming in, taking on a new role, and just have to, it's made me have a more appreciation. I'm like, man, I'm going through something. I'm down and going through my shit, but I'm like, man, I can't imagine I don't have the time or the audacity. You know what I'm saying? Or what you feel. So to wake up and know that her son was dead today, that he killed himself for things that, and this is just a little bit to tell y'all. The letter said, "Dear mom, I know I disappointed you because I took this route. You said I'm probably not going to make it to heaven. But for me to console this woman was one of the hardest things I had to do because I'm thinking about my own children." But he said, "Mom, I know I disappointed you, and I know that you said I might not make it to heaven because God said you don't take your own life. But mom, if you knew the hole that I was in, I couldn't come out because I didn't know which way to go."
Mm-hmm.
And she says to me, this is what she said, crying to me, guys. "What hole was he in?" Now, I'm not no therapist. And I don't know, you may or may not have done, but people talk to me and gravitate me and apparently like to hear what I got to say. Why? I don't know. This is my 3rd day on the job, okay? But this was my answer. I said, 2 weeks ago, what was he doing? She said, "What you mean?" I said, 2 weeks ago, there's always a storm, a warning of a storm before the storm comes. Even the weatherman tell you there may be snow and it may not. You're right. He said that means God using you to speak for him. Well, then God uses me a lot to speak to a lot of people. And I tell you, sometimes I don't even want it, but he give it to me. I am the newest person that at my job right now. So I don't know how in the hell I got put in there, but I did. So I just followed God. Whatever he tell me to do, I did it. But I said, "What did he do 2 weeks ago? Where did this come from? I don't even know." She said, "What you mean?" I said, "What was he doing 2 weeks ago? There's always a warning before the storm." I can't tell you that, but I know you can tell me. Just think for a second. She said he was painting his fingernails. She said he was painting his fingernails. I said, "Was it black or was it red?" She said, "Black." I said, "What kind of songs was he listening to?" I said, "What was he watching on TV?" She said, "Come to think of it, was all like eternity shows, like you going on to another world and all that." Okay, y'all see where I'm going? And then I said, "Well, what was he doing 2 days ago?" I said 2 weeks ago. Now I said 2 days ago. She said he was completely occlusive in his room. Didn't want to go to school. Didn't want to be around nobody. I said, "Did he eat?" She said, "No." I said, "Did he go to school?" She said, "He skipped. He's a senior." I said, "And now that you have had the opportunity to look through his phone, what did you see?" And she said that he wanted to tell her that he decided that he was gay. And he painted his nails as he always do when he come home red. But for some particular reason, that day did it black because he forgot to take it off at night before he go to school. So he didn't take it off. And then his friends that saw him made fun of him. He was the star quarterback of his school. And he didn't know how to tell everybody that he was gay. And he just couldn't do it no more. The boy was straight A's, honors, everything. But the platform was not created at home for him to say because all his dad did was say, you going to this school, you gonna be this and you gonna be that. I said, have you ever known him to bring a girl home? She said, no. She said, he never like he wanted to date or nothing, but he would tell us he out on a date, but he wasn't. But he wasn't. So with that said, and it's not just in that regimen of being gay, it's not just that regimen for women or girls, or just when you decide whatever you decide what you want to be in your life. As a parent, we can't put and inflict on our children what we think they should be. We can only instill in them to be the best that they can be. But we do need to create platforms so where you can tell me the worst thing that you got to say because they need it. They need it. Because Lord knows I can imagine the guilt that they feel as his parents, that they felt that they could have saved their son. But he felt that detrimental, that suppressed to do that. And you're right, Sheet, it is sad. I'm quite sure you've heard a lot of sad, but this one hit so home to me today because I'm never usually at a loss for words. But today, I had to take a break, talk to that family, encourage them, and go right after lunch. Ed and I just did a little tape right after lunch, and I had to go sit in the bathroom for a minute. I'm like, Lord, what is you doing? Because this, this what you wanted me to stay here for a little bit. So I'm just saying though, hard nut to crack, right? So that's why I want my brothers, if I can reach you, if I can get to you, if I could, lighten you in and let us talk to you, that ain't nothing too hard to discuss. This is a platform for you to talk about. We love y'all. My kings want to sit on your throne. You don't got to drink yourself to death. You don't got to kill yourself. You don't got to smoke yourself to death. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be having sex with this woman, having babies all over the damn place, or not, or just this and spreading this, or beating the hell out of women because things you're going through. Come talk to us about it. We here. We here.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I just while you was here, I just sent my son a message letting him know, son, I love you more than you ever know. I accept everything about you and every decision you make. You are my main man. Stay strong, powerful, and also loving. Sometimes you just gotta say those things, and because my the one son, he goes through those ebbs and flows and stuff like that, and it just be stuff that's going on. I know it's just more therapy and things of that nature,
Yep.
um, and just reaching them and saying, hey, look, I got you, son. So yeah, wow, I'm I'm at a loss of words too now.
Yeah. Um, Sheet, I have four sons. My oldest gonna be 30 years old. And he been going through a lot of his life. And he has been disengaged with me. Um, and now I've been reaching him and being able to talk to him. And it's not an easy thing, but just like Regina King, I can imagine how she feel. Her son was older. I think he was in his 30s.
Hmm.
And but you just don't know. And I know that's why I'm saying, brothers, I don't know who that person is.
Yeah,
Brothers, the platform it is for y'all to talk and say things. I just want that to be created because when y'all suppressing and holding stuff back, it's hard.
yeah,
And that's why I say y'all need to be shown the same kind of love. Like I can say it. It's just sometimes I just want to be held. I want to be hugged. I want to not say nothing. Ain't not do nothing, nothing sexual, nothing. You just have that feeling, and sometimes you just need that. And I know as brothers, y'all need that. You know, just like women do. It's not something y'all want to talk about, ain't vulnerable about. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? But that's all that young man needed. He needed it 2 weeks ago, all the way up to 2 weeks ago, until he decided to take his life today. So,
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, partner, for that.
that's
That was
why I
that
say
was
we a variety of show. This is the platform. We can talk about whatever, however. We get deep. We laugh. We do everything that it is to do. But the whole point, I think that God really made this for Ed and I. Yes, it is tough, she. I think he made this for Ed and I to get through some things that we were personally getting through individually as well as together, and be able to have that platform to share that with somebody else without knowing. You don't have to know everything about a person to know, and you got that type of connection to be able to share. And I think that's why Mitchell and Mitchell, we are not related, however, with the same name and a lot of different commonalities. I feel like our platform, every time we do it, I walk away with the feeling, Ed, is that this is what we supposed to be doing. Why? I don't know. Sometimes Ed get on my last goddamn nerves.
sometimes. What you mean? Sometimes, damn near every day.
Sometimes. Now, no,
Yeah.
it's not. So I look. Let me say how you make me feel, and I can tell y'all sometimes you like, cause he's not the best communicator. You know what I'm saying? I like to be like this, and they're like lackadaisical. He be like, "What's wrong?" And then I can't get mad no more because he's done it to me enough now. Right? You see what I'm saying? He's done it to me enough now to where I be like, damn, okay, you got it. You know what I'm saying, Lord. So I just say, ask God to help me. Every time you go through something with somebody, you can't just be snapping on them because that ain't gonna help either. You know what I'm saying? So, but with that said, I'm just saying we real people as fuck. We real as fuck, and that's why I can say that. Like, no matter what kind of relationship you have with anybody, you go through things. The thing of it is that you got to get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? In order to win the game. And I think everybody get out too fast. Everybody drop their boxing gloves. You know what I'm saying? This thing called life. Ed, when we first started talking, he said, life is short. I said, no, it ain't. Life is shorter after COVID. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it became a joke, but from every person that I've seen die from COVID, being in this medical field, it ain't just that. Because I was seeing people dying. I lost practically my whole father's side of his family through diabetes. You know what I'm saying? Losing eyesight and toes and legs and stuff. Just hard. So we appreciate the love. She said he really enjoyed our show. We
Thank you
appreciate
so much,
having you
brother.
as
Appreciate
well.
you guys. Listen, can't wait to check out more. Just like, subscribe, and share. Please share, share, share. Put the and we say
Yes.
they say smash the bell. All you guys tell everybody when you like, subscribe, and share. Tell them to smash the bell for the notifications, because when the videos come up, you get notified of what's going on. A lot of people don't want to hear those notifications. I get that, but watch our notifications because we it's some dope. I mean, I pat myself on the back, and then my partner would say I pat her on the back too. We kind of dope at what we do. I mean,
That's
shit,
right.
I put us against anybody, and we still got along. We just a scratching the tip of the iceberg. Personally, that's just me, jocking myself. It's a poor duck that don't praise his own pond. You heard me? That's what
You
they
ain't
say.
never lying.
That's what they
He
say.
said he already smashed the bell before I got on. Okay.
Right, right, right. He smashed him there.
See that
Thanks,
guy,
Sheed. I
boy.
rocks with Sheed, man.
We
Sheed and,
appreciate you.
and my man Chili is gone. So we God bless you
Yeah.
guys who's on here. Listen, we like, subscribe, and share for everybody else who hadn't. Just share, 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 share. We got plenty of content. Go back and like your videos. We would love to hear your comments on what you would like to see more of. We
Yeah.
so we do me and Kim, the way our show is formatted, well, has been. We do things.
Yep.
We do a dialogue. A lot of times, you get to see us talk as if we're performing, and then we do a thing where we're actually interacting with you, or we're doing a thing where we're talking or giving information or instruction to you.
Right.
We are
That's right.
enhancing. We're enhancing our platform. We're going to talk about more business things.
Right.
We got another YouTube channel that we're going to tie into. We talk about business and investments and things of that nature. But we do a bunch of different things. The thing about me and Kim, and not only do we talk about uplifting and encouraging and giving information and talk about relationship and love, we do a lot of characters. So we have a range of things we do that I think is funny. So we do very impromptu characters. So I can't wait to really hone in on that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We thank you guys so much. Again, rock with us. We
He's
rock with you back.
Yep. He posted that one, Ed. I think he's gone now, but
Yeah, I posted it. Already, he said he smashed before he got out.
No, the other one.
Right, got it.
No, the other one.
I don't see it. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that one. Yeah, I got it. It wasn't on there first.
Thank you
All my
so
friends,
much,
they can check
She.
it out. Thank you guys.
Chili just
Appreciate you
sent me
guys.
a message. Said he said I'm still on.
Oh, he's still on. Okay, okay,
You
brother.
know,
Thank
it's
you,
so
man.
crazy. She Ed and I really can't tell. And you know what? We kind of glad we don't, because I really don't do it for who many, how many the likes and all that. We do it for the love and the passion and giving and sharing our gifts.
Hmm.
But you know, he said, I'm here till we end the video. Look, we love it because I'm gonna tell you, so one time we was on She and Ed was like, okay, good night, y'all. And then everybody was popping on. I woke up the next morning and said, why y'all get off live? So I was rushing home to get on. We felt some sort of kind of way. But we do try to be on here 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really give a damn about the time. Ed and I, we drop it when we drop it. But we appreciate you saying that you with us to the end. And that
Thank you
means
so
a
much,
lot.
brother.
Man, if we can support each other like that, man, this world will be a better place. I ain't
Right.
lying.
Thank
For
you,
real.
brother. Thank you
But
so much.
we
I
will
appreciate
see
that.
you. Yep, share, tell all your friends. And we will see you. Hopefully, you will be there on Saturday at 6. Come drop
Right.
some gem. You know, it is wonderful for Ed and I to say that we have a therapist that'll be coming on that y'all can talk to. We will give you a platform. You can speak your truth.
Well,
For real.
I would love to do this, and I'm gonna say this, and me and Ken will talk off air. And but I would love to, like you're offering a service for people for a price, but I would like to, I would like to, promote you and let you know
We
that you
will
can
love it
offer these
because we
services
will.
and have you come on and actually talk to people and just give a little conversation real quick, and then you talk to them offline, and y'all set up a consultation, you get your money, and whatever it be. So I'm with that. Okay.
Oh, post what he just said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. Then we gonna shout it out to everybody at your house. 6 o'clock.
Good.
We in your house.
In your house. All right, listen, guys, we had a great time. It's been a great conversation, Kim. It's
All right.
been real and it's been fun, and it's always real fun. And we like you, we love you, we want more of you. Dead ass. Don't ever get it twisted. All right, Kimmy Kim.
Yep.
To the next time, it's been great.
We're glad to be on your TV. We will be there 6 o'clock
Right.
sharp. She. All right.
That's what's up. God bless
All
y'all.
right. Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.